you're moaning about living your dream. That's what I always tell myself. It's really tricky to like take yourself out of the moment and be like, would anyone in your shoes 18 months ago be killing to be where you are?
We both got dropped in our solo projects by labels, and then it came to the time where like home was going off, and then we managed to like have new meetings with the people that dropped us.
I think because of being soloists before and being burned by it, like it really affects you like mentally.
Yeah.
You don't really want to like jump back into the fire.
Listen up. Today I am joined by Good Neighbours. This duo is out of London, and a couple years ago they were going to throw in the towel with music. They were done until they released a single called Home. It blew up online, went absolutely global, and now they've got over 1 billion streams to the name. Ollie and Scott join me on the couch, and we go back to the beginning. We hear about what it really is like dealing with virality on such a huge level. Like, this song has really lived a life and is continuing to be viral as we speak. So if you want to know what it's like to be a band that is one of the most viral moments of recent music history and touring majority of the year, this is going to be a very interesting episode. So let's dive in. It's Good Neighbours on Listen Up with me, Ash McGregor. Ollie, Scott, welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Hello. This is so nice to have you and have a bit of a full circle moment. I met you guys like, when was it? 2 years ago.
Yeah,
and things
must
were
have been.
really just kicking off for Good Neighbours.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're back, full circle moment, back in Australia. Sunburnt.
Yeah. I was hoping people wouldn't pick up on it, but there's a lot of cameras in there. Yeah, we came from Byron Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think Australian sun is just way hotter than our sun.
Yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. There's like no ozone here.
Yeah. So
Is that a fact? Yeah,
That
we've
is
been
a
trying
fact.
we couldn't figure out if that was a myth or not.
No,
That's a real thing.
genuine fact here in New Zealand, I
Yeah.
think, like the East Coast in New Zealand. But people have been saying that it's healing. I don't know if that is
interesting.
true.
I mean, everyone in Australia does look amazing. No one looks bad, even if they've got a lot of sun.
True.
But yeah, no, we had our fair share of sunburn over the
What
last
beach
couple
was
of
it
days.
that did it to you?
What's it called?
I think it's Byron that tipped us over the
Belongi,
edge.
was it?
Oh, Belongi? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with that area.
Whatever
hey.
the main one is.
Oh, Water Goes? That's a really popular
Oh,
one.
that's a
Not that
fancy
one.
one.
That's a
wasn't that
fancy
one.
one.
It wasn't-
Okay.
that.
We'll go there next time.
Okay, next time. Go there.
But it was
you gotta
unreal.
lather up for real.
Has it been 2 years? I think it might. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gone so fast.
Well, yeah, it's 2026 now. It would have been start of 2024 was
Yeah.
when you released Home.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah, well.
It's because we've been touring over the New Year's gap.
Yeah.
I haven't really clocked that I'm in a new year.
Oh,
I'm still in 2025, but it's fine.
all right. Well, get your head in the game.
I'm back in.
We're in 2026
Nice.
now. So we can really dive back into that whole 2-year period,
Mm.
really, in this podcast. Because for a lot of people, you were an overnight success, but I don't think you guys really were overnight. You've got
I wish.
both been grinding for years in music. You each had solo projects. But when did you decide to be Good Neighbours?
Honestly, like really, really last minute. I think it was 2023 in August that basically like me and Scott were in this routine of writing for other people, like dance projects, some like more singer-songwritery projects.
Mm.
And it was always going good. And we were working with like some artists that are now absolutely killing it. But it got to a point where you look at yourself and like, am I going to make enough money from this
Yeah.
to like sustain it? And honestly, like the answer was no. We couldn't afford like plane tickets to go and work in LA or like where most of the artists are.
Yeah.
And I personally was just fully ready to commit to like maybe throwing it all in like 24 just to like go and maybe work at a label or something.
True. So you go behind and be the business.
Yeah, I
side.
think just so like I can still have a passion for music and like make a lifestyle out, because it is, when you are creative, it does get miserable.
Yeah.
Unless you're getting these deals. But then me and Scott, I think like one day after I was fired from like one of my part-time jobs, which was one of many, that one was a barista job and I can't make coffee, so
Oh,
didn't really go
famous.
hand in hand. But we wrote a song called Keep It Up that day.
Yeah.
Which is now out. But like that honestly changed everything. Just hearing a project that was for no one It was the first time we'd ever made original music together. We'd
Yeah.
always worked on other people's things.
So you guys were already a unit when you were working.
A little
on
bit,
other
yeah.
people's
Like,
stuff.
but like maybe once every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah. I think we definitely got to the point where we could like be in the same room as each other and write without communicating.
Yeah.
Like it became such like a routine of like
Yeah.
how to make music together.
Synergy.
Yeah.
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 We hit that point.
But we'd never, for some reason, just never had been like, we're the artist.
Yeah.
I think because of being soloists before and being burned by it, like it really affects you like mentally.
Yeah.
You don't really want to like jump back into the fire.
Yeah, because it's also like you're bearing your like creativity is a reflection of your soul, right? And then you're bearing that, and then when you're not moving forward or you're getting critique or a lot of no's and knockbacks, it's like, holy shit. Like
Yeah,
why
it's
would
not fun.
the reality of being an artist, you also look at it, you go like, why would you want to put such an intimate part of yourself on display for so much criticism, and then to be able to open back up to that, I go, whoa.
Yeah.
But nice that you have each other then at that point.
Yeah, I think that's definitely helps. Like I wouldn't have done this even as Good Neighbours, I don't think, if I was a soloist. Like it's been so much easier having like Scott and also our like band that we travel with, all of our best mates, like having that to fall back on. Because it is very intense. Even though we're doing really well and we're having a great time, it's like the most shows we've ever played now. We've gone from like not sure if we're doing music to you can only do music.
Yeah.
So it's been a wild contrast from where we were in like 23 as people to where we are now.
How affirming.
Yeah.
So when were you like, okay, let's just try our hand, let's write Keep It Up. And then you thought, we've got something here.
Yeah, kind of. I think like the original thing that like really spurred us to do it was like we just missed playing in bands and we missed doing gigs. So I think like even before we'd released anything, we had some demos and we were like, oh, let's just put a gig on at the pub with some friends and like see what happens. Like we hadn't released anything or
And you
nothing was
sold out.
online. Yeah, sold out. Yeah. And then like we did that maybe 3 times before we put stuff out because it was just like we wanted to play. And also like there was no community in London. It was like kind of lacking a bit of like collaboration and there were no like bands at the time.
Oh, wow. That's shocking to
It
hear.
felt like that to us anyway. It was like a little gap.
It's like a rat race a little bit for a while in London because like we had, I think growing up like in that era of like Sam Smith, Adele, people like that coming through like thick and fast. We had like a real good string of like loads of UK artists and I feel like we had a lull and then bands made it for a while out of the UK, then they disappeared and it went to Scandi, it went to America and then like I feel like we hit a big lull and then everyone in London was just in it for themselves. And like that's when it was actually quite kind of fun to step back and be a songwriter because you could just sort of like pick and choose what you wanted to work on a bit more. But then I don't know, like Scott said, we noticed just like everyone was like not helping each other. So then we were trying to get all of our mates on like bills and stuff, like playing in pubs with us.
Yeah.
And that definitely like helped. And I think that turned a few heads. But yeah, we had a funny one. We had like 2 pub gigs and then demos by that point had been like leaked out.
Who's leaking the demos?
People coming to the shows.
Oh, right. Posting the lives.
So we had like them on SoundCloud, but you'd only know about it if we gave it to you. So then they sort of just like filtered out into the industry. And then the third one we had like, I think Home maybe had been teased on TikTok at this point, the third one. And we just had like all of the big heads from like America flew over to this pub in London, which was really funny.
Oh, that's so much pressure for you guys. How did you know that they were in the crowd?
We heard people were coming over, but only because our friends that were songwriters were out for Grammys week in LA. And they were like, fuck you guys. Like all of the people I was meant to have meetings with are flying to the Victoria in Dalston, which is like a lovely pub. But I think maybe they thought the Victoria was like a theater because there was a lot of them. Like the whole room sounded American.
Oh,
and then just like a few of our mates, like my football team were there next to like some bigwigs from America, which was funny.
The dichotomy. That would have been so affirming when you're all, you're at the point where you're wanting to throw in the towel and then you've got friends over the ditch being like, you're living my dream. They're all talking about you over here right now.
Yeah, it was odd.
Yeah, I think because we both got dropped in our solo projects by labels.
Yeah.
And then like it came to the time where like Home was going off and then we managed to like have new meetings with the people that dropped us. And I don't think they realized at the time we were in the band.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a really satisfying.
Yeah,
It's
look at
funny.
me now.
Yeah.
It was funny.
But a big everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
If that
Yeah.
didn't happen, then maybe this wouldn't have happened. Good Neighbours wouldn't have.
Honestly, yeah, I think we had to go through all of those things, even like getting fired at the right time from a job to be like,
Really?
do you really want to give it one more shot and try music? But I don't know. Yeah, it's all been a whirlwind since like Home came out.
Yeah. Tell me about Home. Do you remember writing the chorus?
Yes, really, really vividly. We were finishing another song. I'm pretty sure we're finishing Ripple, I'm pretty sure it was Ripple. And so we already had this synth up called The Prince, which is an amazing plugin by Frank Duke.
Dukes, yeah.
And we use this one setting on it. I won't say what it is. We're going to gatekeep that one tiny bit of information.
That's the.
You'll probably be able
special.
to find it if you flick through enough. And we used it in all of the first songs that we were creating at the time. Like Daisy's had it, Ripple had it. And then I think can't remember, maybe we were just waiting for a project to load up. And I had the camera running for ages because we were trying to capture as much of the realness of the studio process. And Scott just started playing the like 4 chords in the chorus. And I remember I'd just been listening to some like old ex-Ambassador stuff
Oh.
when he's like wailing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, it'd be fun to try something like that. And we just put a really simple, just like stomp and clap. And then Scott was just going around the chords and literally just sang it word for word. And I think I'd had a weird experience where I'd been home for a funeral, and my home at that time was just awful. I felt so like anxious when I was there and like really uncomfortable. And then I came back into London. My girlfriend at the time just like hugged me out of the station. My whole body just like relaxed.
Yeah.
And I'd never had that sensation where like home, the location wasn't giving me that satisfaction. But then my person at the time was giving me
The
that.
home is where the heart is.
Exactly. Yeah. And so it fell out literally word for word, the whole chorus.
So that's the original.
Yeah. And it's on TikTok, and annoyingly people think that's staged. And I swear on my life, it's not staged.
Mark my word.
I feel so proud of it because I'm like,
To the camera.
It's so nice, but it's so like fortunate to be in that amazing little moment with Scott, and like that has now gone on to affect people's lives, and like the song has landed in lots of different ears around the world. So it's
Absolutely.
It's nice.
But you were obviously sitting on quite a few songs at that time, and then had to fast track Home.
Yeah. We honestly had no intention of that song even existing, let alone being released.
You just wanted to post it up there just as a bit of a like,
Yeah, I think like neither of us were really
just
like
doing it.
into TikTok or anything. It was just like, our friend Artemis was like popping off at the same time.
oh yeah.
And he was like, I think he came to one of our gigs in London and was like,
He did. He came to
cornered
most of
us
them.
at this pub and was like, you guys are idiots for like not posting. Because like, why would you not? And then we went away and we were like, oh yeah, I guess.
Fine.
It was really
Artemis
fun.
And then I
says.
figured it out. And
He
then
was so frustrated.
he was like angry.
yeah.
But then when you were like, well, what am I going to post?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know
That
how
whole-
you do it as well. Like,
yeah.
We're boomers.
we are boomers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was quite funny. Like, he's amazing. He's like one of the most savvy, switched on people I know. And I'd played him all the early demos because I was writing with his stuff. And then I remember him just like his frustration, because it's in the corner of my eye, I could see him pinning like Scott basically against the bar, like not letting him leave. He's like, you simply have to post it. But we didn't have anything that started on the one, like a big chorus.
Yeah.
And Home was the only one that did that. So then we
Oh.
were like, okay, well, maybe we'll try something that comes in instantly. And so we posted that one.
Because I know early days you did tease Keep It Up.
We teased it
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
3 times, and it did like okay.
But
And,
then
like,
obviously this just went overtook and you're like, all right, I'm going to put all my eggs in that
Insane.
basket.
Yeah.
Did
Like,
you have a full song when people were like, give us more?
No, I wish. It was stress.
Stress.
Yeah.
Bro. Now you got to live
Yeah.
up to the hype.
So we were like finishing some other songs at the time, and then it went off within a day. Like I think we put that up, and I remember saying to my friend at the time, like, if we get 20,000 views on this, you'll buy us. Oh, they said they'll buy us a pint, and then it went straight past 20,000, and then it like carried on going. We went for breakfast, and it came out, and it was like 500,000, and then the clip just kept going up and up and up into like the millions. But we were like, the song
Lot of
is
pints.
nowhere close to being. Yeah. I'm glad
You
we
owe
didn't
me a
stick to
lot.
that rule. We
Yeah.
would not be here. But yeah, like we had no other part of the song. We had like an idea of where it could go, but then when your chorus is popping off, how do you write the rest of the song and live up to it?
So what do you do?
I honestly, I don't know how, but we didn't overthink it. I think if we did it now, we'd be like so stressed.
So
yeah.
we
if
were like
I were you.
naive.
Yeah, I think we found it quite funny
Yeah.
at the time because we called our managers. We had a manager luckily by that point, and we were like, "Is this viral?" And I remember he was like, "Shout out to Joe, we love you to bits." He was like, "I honestly don't know. I'm gonna go and call Becky." He was like, our like social media guru at the company, and she was like, "It's nearly viral." And then it like went poof into the millions. She was like, "It's viral." And then we were like driving back to London like full speed.
It's like Mission Impossible. We got a voice.
Legit.
Get on the job.
But we were like 5 hours away from London in our studio. So we were going back and we were like thinking, oh, it could be like this song, it could be like this one. Like recording some guitar parts. I was like doodling an artwork because we were just committing to the bit now. We were like, we'll finish it tonight, mix it by the morning and release it.
So you were like, we want to turn it over within 24 hours. We really want to be riding this wave within such a tight window.
Yeah, we had the TikTok like pressure because the comments are crazy. And we've never had that attention ever in our lives.
Yeah.
So like to go from no one to like people screaming like it needs to be on Spotify tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. You're like, it does. You just believe them and sort of run with the wind. And I think like that baptism of fire, honestly, was the best thing that could have happened.
Yeah, so you don't regret doing it. So like just off the dome, commit to the bit.
No
Get it
way.
done.
I don't think we could have written a better song. Like honestly, like there's no verses that I regret. There's no sounds I regret in that song. Like at the time, if you listen to it, we mixed it. We're not really mixers. Scott's got great ears. I've got awful ears. But the chorus distorts in every chorus. Like it breaks the limit. And I remember after we put it out, we're like, oh God, no, it really does distort. But people will always say like, oh, that's the charm. Like I love that it's
I was
rough.
going to say, yeah. That's what, I think that's what was so appealing because at the time, you know, we were just exiting COVID. And I think the music was so touch grass, go frolic in a field. It's the end credits rolling. It's such a big momentous song. And I think everyone needed that real dopamine hit. And I think having that like authenticity in it or just a human touch in that song was what made it so extra special.
Yeah. Touch grass is actually quite a good, we should use that as a touch grass indie.
Yeah.
As a genre.
That's quite a good genre.
Frolicking touch grass
I like
indie.
that.
It feels
Thanks
like
for
I want to
that.
go and like
Yeah.
sit in nature and just
I like
listen to
that.
this and there's birds chirping and you're lying down. It reminds me of like a field in Twilight, you know, and she's just lying in
TGI.
the field and it's all these flowers.
TGI.
I
That's
quite
good.
like this.
Yeah.
Touch grass indie.
Take it.
You heard it
can
here
use it.
first. Thank you.
No worries. No
New
worries.
playlist pending.
Yeah. Well, it's great that it was released and then the numbers online backed it up once you put the song
Oh,
up. 'Cause
yeah, that was
how
brilliant.
shit would that felt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was scary. Well, because we did the whole like pre-save thing. So you can see that like, I think it was ridiculous. It was like,
I think I was one of the pre-saves.
it was like
Genuinely.
35,000 pre-saves in like 2 days, which we had no like reference if that's good or bad. But the people at the time were just like, that's a lot of pre-saves.
Wow.
And then when it come out, you've got to hope people still listen after one listen, which
Yeah.
the issue with TikTok is they don't.
Yeah.
So I think honestly, we were just like along for the ride at this point, whatever happens, happens. And then it just built this like amazing community of people that then used it in their lives and in their videos and like spammed the song. They're still spamming it today, like 2 years down the line. So we're very grateful for everyone.
Oh God, yeah, it is the artist's dream in a way to have a
100%.
song that lives so many lives and able to sustain that one.
Yeah.
Then when you release Keep It Up, were you worried that would not match or give the audience what they've loved in you?
Maybe in the back of our mind a little bit, but I think we were so excited about that one. that
Yeah.
We were just desperate to get it
Because that's
out.
the OG.
Yeah, we were like that. We were the most proud of that.
Yeah.
So no, we just wanted it out there as soon as. 'Cause I think like we didn't have a label at the time, so we had the luxury of like we can put whatever we want, whenever we want, instead of like most labels have like a 2-month rule where you have to like
Yeah.
submit
Wait.
it, wait, pitch it, and then release it. But we were lucky we could just like fire it out with the help of some good people.
That's
Yeah.
nice. They were pulling strings for you guys
They
in the
were,
back
yeah.
end.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, and then it was pretty much straight into demand.
Yeah, then
That would've
then
been-
people need to see it live.
Yeah, that would have been crazy just as an adjustment that in a couple of months, you've gone from being fired at a cafe and then you've started this project, just giving it a go, and now you're being asked to fly internationally and put your whole life on pause.
It's wild. I still feel people in my life are still finding out that I'm in Good Neighbours, which is funny.
What?
Well, just because like you disappear off the face of the earth
Yeah.
because you go straight into touring, and because our song was bigger than we were behind this like moniker of Good Neighbours. I don't think anyone knew it was me necessarily like singing with it.
Oh.
And I like still people I bump into now have been like, how's work? What you been doing? Be like, I've kind of not stopped touring. So I feel like I just went on this like crazy traveling journey.
Yeah. How's the hobby?
Yeah.
It's going very well,
It
actually.
was wild though. Yeah. Like never been to America
Yeah.
before. So like doing that for the first time with Scott was like, so sick.
Yeah. What was the highlight?
Probably New York was amazing.
Yeah, we just had a whirlwind couple of months. Yeah, what was our highlight?
I mean,
honestly, like meeting Jack Antonoff.
Oh shit! Yeah,
So early, not to
Tell me
name drop,
about
but like
that.
he's one of my idols, or both our idols, but like
yeah.
one of the best producers I think of recent times and songwriters.
How'd you meet?
I think he just said he was like a fan of like what we'd put out, and one of the labels that were in for signing us or like interested were really matey with him, like the person that worked for the label. And he was like, oh, he'd love to meet you guys at Electric Lade. So we're like, yes. And we went in and he immediately was like, okay, label people, go away. Okay, you guys ask me whatever you want. We had like a nice like half hour, 45 of him.
That's sick.
Yeah, he was genuinely really
That's
nice.
actually
Yeah.
so nice to hear.
Like, still to this day, I was like, even to take the time, even if he didn't care about us and was just like told to do that, he genuinely helped us and was like, you need to do this, this, and
Yeah,
this.
is there one thing he told you that you guys live by now? Or that really changed your perspective?
He was very much like trust your gut, and also like he was just like anyone can make this work because you guys have got the music, sort of thing. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. He was like, doesn't matter too much about the person at the label.
No, he was just like trust you guys first,
Yeah.
which is really good to know.
That is nice. And that's
Yeah.
such a real back yourself moment and that confidence boost that like what a world to feel seen by one of your favorite writers and producers.
Yeah, it was insane, and it happened so quickly as well.
Yeah.
We didn't have any other crazy. We had
a funny one where it was like, because obviously it's like we've never had it before, but like you're meeting all these labels and everyone wants to like flex on you a little bit.
Yep.
And we had like someone got a video message from Jimmy
Jimmy
Kimmel?
Fallon.
No,
Oh,
Fallon.
It was Fallon.
Yeah, it was Fallon. Yeah, and he was like, "Hey, I love the song, guys. Like, you guys are welcome to use my apartment." And I'm like,
What?
I've got it on my phone.
Yeah,
No way.
I will find it.
never used.
I don't know if I'm allowed to show anyone.
No, I don't
probably
know.
not.
Sure.
I'll show you after
Show
the
me
record.
after.
Just silly things.
That
like
was odd.
Seem insane.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
they'll pull any strings they can
Yeah.
to land it.
You must go to bed at night when you're on those trips just going, what was today? Like
That
that'd
was
just
a
be the
horrible. Like,
most bizarre.
Yeah, feels so long ago. Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, it would have.
even though it was a year.
Yeah.
yeah. That
Was
is
it a
actually
challenge to then get into the routine of what touring looked like for you?
Yeah, definitely. We're still figuring it out.
Yeah.
insane. Yeah, it's so hard to like, because you're playing. Well, I guess because you're writing and playing at the same time. That's probably the hardest routine because we had an EP and a half worth of songs, but they want you to play for an hour. So you're starting you're like cheating like a 40-minute set. And then you're like, okay, do we put a cover in? We'll do a 45. And then like, you're then actually trying to write your album, make a credible album alongside trying to cover every territory that wants you.
Yeah, actually.
But yeah, like Scott says, we are still figuring it out.
Yeah.
Like last few days have absolutely wiped me out, like
Fair
tiredness wise, even though we should be kind of bulletproof as a touring band because we've not really stopped.
Yeah,
But
because what is it? 125 shows in 10 months.
Something like that.
That is
yeah,
just
that was a big one last
astronomical.
year. Yeah, hopefully this year's a little bit more chill, but it's already ramping up. We've
Famous
booked
last words.
quite a lot.
Ollie.
but-
Who knows?
yeah, I mean, like you're moaning about living your dream. That's what I always
Yeah.
tell myself, but it's really tricky to like take yourself out of the moment and be like, would anyone in your shoes like 18 months ago be killing to be where you are? And absolutely yes is like the answer every time.
Yeah.
So you just got to like switch that back on and be like, I'm grateful.
But it is so tricky when you're living in this bubble, this unit, and then your days are planned for you and you're missing things at home and you're watching life pass and you're like,
I'm useless now.
The days just go like that as well.
Yeah, totally. I think that's why festival season was so good for us, because it was like first time we got to like hang out with loads of other artists in the same position, and like you're like everyone's in the same boat.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how successful they are, that everyone's just knackered.
The artist
like,
there is really
it's
fun.
fine.
It's like zombie land.
It's not as cool as people think it is. Everyone's just having naps.
Honestly, I'm sure there are like a lot of rock and rollers back in the day, but at the moment it's suddenly just like IV drips and vitamin waters just like bopping around in people's changing rooms because they're just like, help me before stage. But no, it's been awesome. And like what actually has been really nice is how supportive artists are of us like coming up really quickly. Like,
have you made some good friends in the
honestly,
in the
like
community?
Lots of bands, and like recently like the Royal Otis guys have been really sweet. And like a lot of the bands in the UK, I think where they see you come up fast, they probably learned loads of lessons over the years they've been touring and just been like helping us get our shit together basically, which is really, really handy.
We've been there. Let me tell you how it works kind of thing.
I think that's good.
Totally. But yeah, writing and playing is a whole other ballpark. And then having this album that released at the end of, when was it? October.
Yes.
Blue Sky Mentality. I love that name.
Good.
Touch Grass, Blue Sky Mentality.
Yeah,
it's really
wish we called it
together.
Touch Grass now.
That's the follow up.
Yeah,
the
true,
blue one,
yeah.
you got the green one.
Love.
It's a nice little ecosystem.
Wow. We need to hire you.
Hey guys, I'll do it on the side. I'll do it for free. Honestly,
You heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it here first. New job alert.
But yeah, that was like fun to like finally put an album out.
Yeah. But then it's nice to hear that, like, you know, songs like Ripple that you've had since before Home are making it onto this album, and they're ones that have stood the test of time for you, and that you still stay true to the vision that you first had as a duo.
Most of it we made before all of it kicked off anyway.
So you were just sitting on all these mountains of...
We just wanted them out,
Yeah. And I think they had to make the album because really we were at a point that we put the EP out almost just to give reference to people that were jumping on the massive, like the Home bandwagon. But like in our heads, Keep It Up and Ripple and those songs were always going to make the album because that was the blueprint.
Yeah.
We just had to stretch it over a long amount of time because of the shows.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
But no, we're really proud of the album. Honestly, I think like we're quite excited to get on to the next one now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Truly?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're booked. We're
what are we doing next?
Album 2, I guess.
Have you already got it basically mapped out? Where are you at?
Not at all. There's some little feelers. I think like we're very adamant this time that we're going to create the album and record it over a short space of time. It's like all compact
and just dedicate like 8 weeks to just locking in,
just to give it a bit more glue. And I think like Blue Sky Mentality is great, but I think for us almost feels like a greatest hits of the first 2 years for us.
Yeah.
And this next one we want to maybe conceptualize it a little more and make it a bit more cohesive.
Yeah. Are you writing back in London or are you now LA?
No. Yeah, we're kind of like we got to the point where we're just excited to be back in London.
Nice.
So yeah, we're gonna do a chunk of time.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, what I've loved about Blue Sky Mentality is that for majority of the songs, it's just you two on it. Like you're all the writing credits, and that's so rare these days for such a well received album. But then maybe 4 of them have other writers like Justin Tranter, which is just great. When I saw that, I was like,
that is
you
wild.
got to work with them? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
For context, you know, this is one of the people behind Good Luck Babe from Chapel Roan, Sorry Justin Bieber, like some of them.
Honestly, too many.
Biggest hits.
And he keeps doing it on TikTok now where he's like, by the way, I wrote this, and it just never ends. It's insane.
It's insane. Yeah.
Like everything.
And then you're like, I was just in the room with them. They didn't tell me this.
But like the most humble guy.
Yeah.
Like if you text him, I'll answer it straight away. And like, there's few sessions that you go into and you're almost like you're silent just because you're learning. Yeah. But watching, like he let us write and was just like, I'm gonna watch you, basically.
Oof,
and then like,
that's my nightmare.
Whilst you're doing it though, he then is just like, oh, you know, if you do like this, this, and this, just like his little tips and tricks, it like, and it blows your mind instantly. And like we've been doing this for 10 years, and for someone to come in and almost like in the best way possible, like dismantle the way that you work and like give you so much wisdom. It was like, we're only there for a day and a half, I think. And it was insane. It was like so enlightening.
Wait, is there anything specific that comes to mind when you say that? Like any tweaks or like moments where you had a penny drop moment where you're like, oh.
With Justin.
Yeah,
with Justin.
He was big on, so like melodies, he's solid. And he does a lot of like, repetition is really important, but really subtle things. So like Walk, Walk, Walk was the song that we wrote with Justin. And I think like the synth part that we have also comes back in the middle eight and we sing it the next time. And like the pre is the end of the chorus. So everything is intertwined in this way so that by the time you hear it at the end of the chorus, you already know that melody.
It's familiar.
You don't know it.
Wow.
It's
so
really,
like
really
some real
like,
psychological stuff in there.
Yeah, it's clever. There's stuff that we would
Wow.
never do because we're just like slapdash the way that we approach it. But
Yeah,
it's
fair
nice
enough.
to have like a formulaic writer come in and be like, this is fun.
Is this stuff that you want to take into how you write the next album?
Yeah, I definitely
Probably,
learned
yeah.
loads from him. Yeah.
Yeah. Love to get back in with him, to be honest. I think he's really good.
Yeah. So what would the next album look like for you? Are you still keen to do the big euphoric moments? Because what I've loved as well is that on Blue Sky Mentality, it is taking a lot of like very human emotions, but then it's giving it that glass half full vibe. Except for the last song, Buzz. You know, the Buzz that was a little soft,
a little
soft.
hollow that one. Yeah,
That's where you show up for some more sad girl moments,
Yeah.
but still with a bit of catchiness.
bit of a
to it.
hangover, that one.
Yeah, yeah. So I wonder if the next album is still this Blue Sky.
I think we're
Big
just going to
euphoric.
experiment. Like,
Yeah.
We're not like going in with anything particular in mind. I think we just feel like we've grown a lot in the past 2 years and like listened to different stuff now. So yeah, we're just going to go in, I think, and
Open
go with a
mind.
blank canvas.
Yeah, it's quite
Yeah.
exciting.
Who are you listening to at the moment?
Well, my Wrapped was all over the shop.
Oh, truly?
Well, because like all of the music, I don't know if Scott's is the same, but most of my Wrapped was the stuff I fall asleep to. So it's all like
Oh,
beautiful,
Yeah,
like
literally same.
really,
rain
really,
sounds.
literally 10 hours of Rain Sounds. What an artist, by the way.
Nice.
Right up the top for me. So listen to their early stuff. It's really good. But no, I was listening to a lot of like, there's a guy called Lee Folbeck who I've now can call a friend, which is awesome.
Cool.
Got to work with him. He's amazing. Cameron Winter, obviously.
Yeah.
This girl called Sea Rose.
Okay.
Unreal.
Never heard of it.
But then like when I was more awake and more upbeat, I've been absolutely spamming the Tame Impala album.
Oh, of course.
It's stunning. I think
Yeah.
it's
Great
like
album.
so cool.
100%.
I don't know how he does it every time, like creates a new genre basically.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's a real goal, isn't it?
Mm.
To be able to do that. What about you, Scott?
I think, yeah, honestly, same. Like we've been doing a lot of sleeping on the road.
Mhm.
So a lot of sleep stuff, and a lot of like 2000s indie stuff.
Mm.
I think like we keep just like rediscovering bands and then we'll just send to each other and be like, who is this? Like, how do we miss it?
Yeah.
Like you did it the other day.
Clap your hands, say yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You heard them? So good. Like a whole, like, I think it's a self-titled album. There's absolute bangers on it. I've never heard of him.
There you go.
These things just passed
This
us by.
Yeah.
Well, that's the beauty of
We're
music.
too busy
isn't
touching
it?
grass.
Too busy touching grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you do hear a bit of that like 2010s Empire of the Sun, MGMT,
Mm.
in your
Yeah.
tracks.
It's fun just to find. I feel like we were saying the other day, like it doesn't need to be that much more new music.
No.
Like there's enough to like dig through
100%.
that we've all missed.
Yeah, just bring out some of the relics and like let that inform.
Great. So, okay,
Yeah.
you leave Australia. What's next? Straight into writing. What are we looking at?
are going
Yeah.
to
UK.
and Europe. Another tour. Tour then.
Yeah.
Just don't stop.
So
Oh,
just when we're
God.
meant to write album 2, we're like, actually, let's do a couple more tours.
Let's run it again.
We're like, why do we never get time?
And then you'll lock in over summer.
Then we're locked in.
At
yeah.
some point, we're going to
Some
lock in, I promise. We've done it to ourselves.
Yeah,
We
genuinely.
can't say
Well,
no.
the fans are stoked regardless.
Yeah, we just
you know?
like people clapping at us, to be honest. That's what we do.
Feed the ego. Come on.
We need it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for jumping on.
Thanks for
This
having
has been
us.
so nice to
Yeah,
hear all the
thanks for having us.
backstories and the nuances, and
Yeah,
that you've got a lot coming up as well. Far out.
100%.
Get some rest.
We'll try.
I hope so.
After the show tonight.
Do you sleep well on flights?
Sleep great.
Like
on
a
flights.
baby.
We're like,
Oh,
insane.
wow.
We're like pros.
we're headbanging.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm
Loose
jealous
necks.
of you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you
Thanks
so
so
much
much
for
for having
coming
us.
on.
Thanks.
This has been great.